Hi everyone. Well, as you can see, I am trying to get Jesse, well, I'm not really trying. Jesse seems to be doing a rather good job at this point of putting himself, it's pretty dark, but putting himself into this carrier. And this is something that I would really like my bigger snakes to do. So it will make my life so much easier in terms of getting them in and out, and especially in and outside. So Jesse's just, it's patience, because right now what Jesse is actually doing, which you cannot see, he's just checking it out. He is just making sure that this may be something that is safe. Does he or doesn't he particularly like it at this particular point? I'm hoping that he will endeavour to go all the way in, because if he really truly wants out, and I know this is like putting him into an even smaller space, but once he learns that this is something that I really want him to do, I want him to go into this, because then he'll go outside and he will learn that procedure. He will learn that going into this actually means being taken outside, and the next time that I actually go and do it, I know he's going to go straight into it, because he gets a reward. He gets to come out. He gets to enjoy some freedom. So meanwhile, my arm is nearly falling off, so I'll turn off and I'll wait here patiently for him to decide what he's going to do. Okay, I've turned the camera back on now that we're outside. It was just way too difficult for me to hold that steady for Jess, steady enough for him to realise it's not going to fall, that it's safe, that it's good. Now it's taken me, oh man, half an hour. If I had the ability to block off his big doorway and his only access out was this particular thing, but what I had to do was I just kept moving it up, because he would attempt to go out up top, and then he would decide, oh well, I can go, and there's an opening underneath. So I had to keep sliding this up, down, until literally he had, in a way, no choice. If he wanted to come out, this was the way that it was going to happen. He knows there's an opening in the top, which I'll open once I get out there. Now it's been raining, of course, here, so the ground is relatively wet, so I'm going to grab something like a kneel on, if nothing else, at this particular point. I want Jesse to go climbing, so I will put him up on this particular gym thing that I've had for the little ones over the years, my snakes, and normally it would be this blanket, but it got left out in the rain. So excuse me while I'm fiddling around. I don't do set up scenes and are ready, because it's kind of in the moment when my snakes decide they wish to actually do something, that I will pick up the camera. Hello, darling. So he will now at least get the idea that, oh, righto, she put me in that thing that I wasn't particularly, oh, there's a little gecko. Oh, well, there was a little gecko. You know, they're so fast, these little house geckos. But I will open the lid, actually, not the side, the lid, which has a way bigger opening, and as carpets truly love to go upward, that is the direction that he is better to come out with. It is an extremely overcast day today, so there's no sun shining. But we're still up here, dude. Takes Jesse a little while to, I see you in there. I don't know if you can see him because of the actual glare of things here. Hey, it's open. Oh well, I can open the door too if you would like me to. I guess that's actually the way that you went in, so it might be the way you like to go out. Yes. The ground is really quite damp. Now Jesse doesn't really need the bathroom today. He went to the bathroom yesterday, but you know, it's like that brain memory that they have, memory in their brain. I was out yesterday. I want to do that again today. They become so patterned in behaviors. Do it once, and then more often than not they want to do it the day after and the day after and the day after, and it just keeps going. And that is pretty much how I'll turn him around so he can see me out here as well, and hopefully he will. This way, dude. You know, amazing how, you know, this is not a tiny cat or puppy carrier, but mainly I've used it for my cats over the years, to transport them to and from vets. This is also, you know, another brilliant way to transport your snakes, but your snake would have to be comfortable, and I would place a towel over the top. Not so much in the car where they can see you and they know you, but when they're around strangers or in a strange place, they're ultimately going to feel much more secure if they're covered and they can't see that strange place and other animals around them and so on. So, but still, you could absolutely take your snake to a vet in a cat carrier or a pet carrier. You don't necessarily need to have a tub, especially in the warmer weather that we have up here in Queensland. You know, we don't need to worry about are they warm or not warm, and a tub environment, of course, would be much warmer. So yes, turning Jesse around to see that I'm out and it's quite safe. You know, he is more comfortable to then wander out himself. So yes, do some exercise, Jesse. Such muscular animals, our carpets, they need to use it or they will absolutely lose it. It is the way that it is, isn't it, Jesse? You need to use your muscles, otherwise they'll turn to flab, you could say. You can even notice it in carpets, tails even, that if they, you know, they have that prehensile tail for a reason, and they like to use it, people. They need to use it. They use it out in the wild. They are perched up in trees. They are hunting from the trees, not just on the ground. They will hunt from the trees. They will use that prehensile tail to grip and to hang on while they strike down and pick that prey item up. And then they will continue to use that prehensile tail to eat in that position. And if they have a piddly, weak tail because they've never been allowed to use it, then they won't be able to do it. They just won't. You need to allow them to build up all those muscles, and they use every one of them in the wild. It is vital for their survival. Yeah, it's not so vital in captivity. We can feed them on the ground, and they will eat from the ground. But is it natural for them to eat that way? Out in the wild, I'm telling you, that is not how a carpet python will eat. You know, I have somebody that's got a bird bath, you could say, out under their back veranda, and every night, literally, unless of course that carpet has had a feed and it's a coastal carpet python, he comes and he curls himself up, but he hangs down and he's waiting, you know, because the bird seeds are there and they drop to the ground, and he knows rodents are going to come in at night and try and eat those seeds. So he has got a perfect feeding hunting ground, and he perches and eats, and so will any other carpet if they've got the opportunity. And why I kind of look and say, well, you know, if you've got hatchlings, and that's an example of, you've got hatchlings, right, and they're picky feeders and they're not eating and all the rest of it, put perches in there for them. You know, set up a perching area so that they can perch and they can feed in their more, or hunt in their more natural environment, rather than them being on the ground and you trying to get them to feed. You will have more success in getting your baby hatchlings, or carpets I'm talking about, to eat. And the birds are all joining in as they do, because there's a big snake. You know, they're doing what they're supposed to do. Big snake, you better all run and or be careful. And I can't do anything about it. It is what it is. So, creating an environment for any snake, a natural environment, or as natural to what you can get it, or giving them things. Oi, oi, oi! Go away. Oh, they're all on my TV antenna. And what can I do? Oh, it's nature, I guess. Go away. Look at them all lined up here. I mean, in my life, it's about being more afraid of the human being rather than of the snakes that I have in my life. But they don't know that, do they? Jessie's well aware that they're actually there at this particular point. But yeah, create things that, even if it's not a branch per se, put some PVC piping in, and people think that they don't perch. They will perch. You just have to, especially as little ones. I wouldn't say I've seen my bigger carpets. Oi, 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 I hear you. Oh, look, they're telling Jessie off. That's what they're doing. They're telling him off. You could say, like my budgie tells me off all the time. So, as hatchlings, as little ones, even up until, 2 odd years of age, because they're small enough, they will perch themselves on logs. They do it, and people say, that kind of belongs to a green tree. Well, it belongs to our scrubbies, it belongs to our rough scaled and green trees, of course, but It's also a trait that I've seen with my carpet pythons as young ones. So create that environment. If you don't create that environment, then you're never going to see it. If you don't let them perch to feed, well, why not? It is more naturalistic for them to feed that way. And now I have a beautiful butcher bird joining in, which is lovely because I love butcher birds. They are beautiful and friendly and are lovely to have around, and I've had many a butcher bird friend in my life. But for now I will let you go because this video is running into big time frame, and I'm just going to let Jesse cruise and check things out as he does. So you take care, and I will chat with you again soon. Getting him back into the will be fine. I'm sure he will manage it. Not that he'll want to go home, but ciao. It seems I have a bunch of them here, and this little brown boy, man, I think he would have run under that trampoline and attempted to actually maybe have a go at Jessie. I'm not really sure. You know, Jessie's much bigger than you guys, even so. And he jumped right down onto the ground and was like really squawking at Jessie. So I'm kind of, they can be fast. I don't want him running in and pecking Jessie. Oh, do I think that he will? Oh, oh my goodness. You guys, honestly, please don't even think about it. I love you being here though, because you keep the miners away. In reality, that's what they do. They keep all the miner birds away. Oh, have a look. I've got one up on the... Oh, I'm in the wrong spot because I'm in Zoom. But he's playing on the play gym over there. And I have 3 sitting in this tree that I do have to keep my eyes on, as well as keeping my eye on Jessie. So, you know, there are elements of danger when you bring your snakes outside. Keep your eyes on the birds, especially the game ones. They don't, you know, they don't care. They think it's something they need to protect, so they will think about being game. Hey, especially you, the one up top. I mean, literally, he was landing right next to me. Oh, there's 2 there. Oh no, I see you. I see you. Don't even think about it. Okay? I will protect my snake and make sure that none of you guys get near him. Oh my goodness, they're everywhere. I think I might pick Jessie up actually, because he's too much out in the open right now. It's fine when he's under the trampoline. Oh, what a wonderful life. All the wildlife here in Australia.